Welcome to the online La Buena Vida presentation. La Buena Vida stands for the good life and it's a Spanish term. Now, La Buena Vida is a project that is carried out by the Century 21 Freedom Group International. Okay, now who are we in Century 21 Freedom Group International? We are a non-governmental initiative and we show selected partners our system, our structure, and we support them to enable them achieve our common goals. Now, what are these common goals? Our common goals are financial freedom, time freedom, and health freedom. We believe that our partners should have all the money that they want in the world, have the time to spend it with their loved ones, and also be in good health. While doing so, you will agree that so many people are after financial freedom at the expense of the time for their loved ones or time doing what they are passionate about, and also at the expense of their health. Of course, financial freedom is being able to have anything that you want, okay? The fact that you don't have a Mercedes-Benz parked in your car, in your garage, I mean, should not be because you cannot afford it or because you don't just want it. Of course, because of this financial freedom, because our goal is financial freedom, we had an all-white party in the year 2020 where we were celebrating the fact that we have raised millionaires in their hundreds in Nigeria. Now, I'm going to be playing a video from that all-white party. You're going to be seeing exotic cars owned by our partners. Now, you're not going to be seeing any mean kind of cars. These are exotic cars. You're going to see the Maserati, the Porsche Cayenne, the Benz. And the beautiful part of this car launch is that there are not 10 cars, they're not 20 cars, they're not even 30 cars, okay? This is a system. La Buena Vida is a system that is working for so many people in Nigeria. Now, we are not all about the white cars. We're not all about the fancy houses. We are more about charity because indeed, financial freedom is about how many people that you can affect, how many people can say that because of your inputs they are financially free today. Now, this is the Feed the Family project where in 2020, we're able to feed 50,000 families across Nigeria. This is financial freedom where you can give back to people that cannot never ever repay you. We believe that our partners should have time and health freedom. Now, what does that mean? You should be able to go on all expense-paid vacation. Yes, our partners in the organization enjoy all expense-paid vacation. These are some of our partners that traveled in January 2020. Of course, 2018, these are some of the partners that qualified for the trip 2018. Of course, that number tripled, okay? Now, this is where we are going to this organization. Our vision is to raise 50,000 monthly multi-millionaires in the connected and digital economy before 2024 and usher in the next generation of billionaires. We want to make making ₦1 million monthly to be like it is 20,000 naira. Yes, that is what we are doing. And trust me, we are very, very close to hitting our target. Now, in order for us to start going where we are going to, it's important for us to know where we are currently, right? That is the function of this cash flow quadrant that was coined by Robert Kiyosaki in his book, Business of the 21st Century. Of course, Robert Kiyosaki is also the author of Rich Dad Poor Dad and so many other books. Now, what does this quadrant say? It says that as a human being, however you make money in this life, you have to fall into one side of this quadrant, either the left or the right side. Now, on the left-hand side, we have what is called active income earners. These people are the employees and the self-employed. What do? An employee makes what is called a salary, has to go to work before he makes money. But the self-employed person, on the other hand, is his own boss, but also has to go to work before he makes money. That's why these two people are categorized as active income earners, which means that they must do something, they must have an activity before they can make income. Now let's move over to the right-hand side where we see the business owner and the investor. These two persons can be asleep, they can be on a vacation, or even if they decide to work, they still be making money. Of course, a business owner is a person that has nothing less than 500 people working for him, which means that he or she is leveraging on the efforts of other people to make money. An investor is the person that sends his money on errand. Why is it called passive income? Because the business owner and investor don't have to be doing something actively in order to make money. Now, financial freedom is never on the left-hand side of this quadrant. No, it is on the right-hand side of this quadrant. Why? Because something can come in between the ability of the employee and the self-employed to exchange their time and skills for money. What if the employee cannot go to work? What if the self-employed cannot open his shop? That means there is no income for him. And as such, financial freedom is on that side. That is why in this organization, we want to move people from the left-hand side to the right-hand side within the shortest possible time. Why? Because 95% of people in this world are making active income, and only 5% of the people in the world are making passive income. Now, let us see some of the things going on in Nigeria. Okay. Now, in Nigeria, we had a population of over 199 million people in 2019. Then the working class was only 50 million people, and the dependency ratio was 1:3. For every one person that had an income, there were 3 mouths to feed. In 2020, that ratio rose to 1:8. For each person that had an income, 8 mouths to feed. Now, in Nigeria, we're moving towards a a time where only 25 million people will be working with a dependency ratio of 1:20. Of course, there are several devastating results of that. Of course, the average graduate in Nigeria is on the street looking for a job. The upper class is now in the middle class. The middle class is in the low class. Of course, a lot of things are going to be a result of that. Now, World Bank has stated that because of the COVID-19, the pandemic of 2020, by 2022, 96 million Nigerians are going to be extremely poor. And the reason is very simple. It is because of the takeover of robots and artificial intelligence. Of course, for instance, in places like China, during the heat of the pandemic, when they were trying to curb the spread of the coronavirus, there were a lot of machines. So you walk into a hospital and what should have been done by nurses before is now taken over by robots. Now look at this car. This is a Waymo self-driving cars. These are cars that do not need people to drive them. Now you can imagine that if there are cars that drive themselves, it means there are going to be trucks that drive themselves. A lot of people that pride themselves as drivers are set out to lose their jobs. Now take a look at what Robert Kiyosaki said. He said that the real reason that most people are struggling financially is that they learn to work hard for their money. We have been taught that hard work is the key to success, but are people working hard are still broke? Yes, a lot of people are working hard and they are still broke. Now, we do not know that there are principles and seasons of wealth creation. Now, what are these principles and seasons of wealth creation? The times and seasons. In 1880, we had what was called the Industrial Revolution. Before the Industrial Revolution, everybody was on the farm. We had the agro-revolution. But when industries began to emerge, they noticed that there was nobody that was going to man their industries. So the operators of the industries liaised with the government and they sent everybody to school. Now the catch was to have a certificate. There was a time where your certificate was a meal ticket. In fact, there were more jobs than there were people. Now guess what? In 1980, we entered into another revolution called the computer revolution. In this revolution, having a certificate was no longer enough. You had to be computer literate. In 1990, we stepped into another revolution where cyber cafes were the order of the day. You have to go to a cyber cafe and buy time in order to use the internet. Of course, in 2010, that revolution faded away because of the information revolution. Now you can be in your house and do anything you need to do on the phone. Now guess what? In 2020, we are in the connected revolution. Why did Robert Kiyosaki say that most people are still going to struggle financially? Because in 2020, a lot of people are still working so hard as if they're in 1880. The economy has passed them behind. In the connected revolution, you can either be a robot or you become a connector. Now, there are three types of connectors. The first one are those that connect people to people. Of course, we all know Facebook, we know WhatsApp, we know Instagram, we even know Zoom, okay? Just by connecting people to people, Mark Zuckerberg is one of the richest people in the world today. Now, he doesn't buy your phone, he doesn't subscribe your data, he does not care about what you're chatting about, but he makes a lot of money off of your efforts on all the social media. Now, let us compare him to Africa's giant, Aliko Dangote, who started business in 1981 and is 61 years old. You can see that his net worth is not up to quarter that of Mark Zuckerberg, who is barely 34 years old and started his business in 2004. You can imagine that the economy is changing. The second type of connectors are those that connect people to services. A classic example is Uber. Now, Travis Kalanick does not buy your car for you as an Uber driver. You buy your car, you fuel your car, you maintain your car with your money, and you even drive it with your time and your energy. But guess what? Just because he connected you to your passenger, he takes a whooping nothing less than 20% off of every ride. Now let us compare him to this other man in the industrial economy who is the CEO of ABC Transport. Now these two people are doing the same type of business, okay? Transportation business. But you can see that one person is doing it the old way, has been doing it for much longer time, but is making much less money. In fact, much less money. Yeah, you cannot compare the two because they are working in two different economies. The third type of connector are those that connect people to products. Of course, we all know Jumia. Now, Jumia does not manufacture anything, okay? So Jumia connects a person that has a product to somebody that needs a product, right? Now, you can see that a lot of people don't have physical shops, but they are selling more than people that have physical shops. Now, Jeff Bezos, one of the richest people in the world, connects people he does not know to products he did not manufacture. This is the connected economy. Let us compare him to this giant of the industrial economy, Warren Buffett. In 1949, this man started business and he's 87 years old, but his net worth is still not up to half of what Jeff Bezos is making. Why? Because the economy has changed. In the industrial economy, you need a lot of capital, you need connection, you need capabilities. That's why all of us are keep having certifications upon certifications. But in the connected economy, where we make new money, all you need is the right information. You just have to be a connector in the connected economy. Now, at La Buena Vida, we connect selected persons to daily consumables, amazing health products, financial education, and we make money for life through a one-time connector fee and mentorship. Mentorship is very, very important. Now, these are some of our global business partners, okay? We are partners with Nature's Way in the US, DSM, Wider, Ego Block, Empowered Consumerism. We are powered by EcoBank, Access Bank, Standard Organization of Nigeria. Now, what do you stand to benefit if you are selected as a partner in this organization? Of course, we have a system with daily income potential of 168,000 to 2.5 million naira daily. There are no financial risks involved, no huge investment capital, less time is required, no professional expertise, no manufacturing, international presence, and yearly travels. Now, how are over 250,000 partners with La Buena Vida connecting to people without having to convince them, without having to market to them, without having to sell products? Very easy. We have our business plan in La Buena Vida. You can see the 1, 3, 7, and 15 profit centers. Now, with the 1 profit center, we have a connector fee of 44,888 and has the potential to pay 168,000 naira every single day. Now, the 3 profit centers with a connector fee of 134,664 has the potential to pay 504,000 naira every single day. Now, the 7 profit centers with a connector fee of 340,216 naira has the capacity to pay 1.1 million naira daily. Now, we have the 15 profit centers, which is we activated with a connector fee of 670,320, can pay 2.5 million naira daily. Oh my God. Now, how do we achieve health freedom? Because health freedom is one of the goals of La Buena Vida. Now, you can see these are the amazing health products that are becoming in your pack. So you are not dashing La Buena Vida money. You're not dashing the company money. You're getting instant value for your money. That is the alkaline coffee. Of course, normally coffee contains caffeine, right? But this contains alkaline and it helps to balance the pH system of your body. This is the energy diffuser. You paste it on your device and you can be sure that it will reduce radiation from the device. Of course, this is beautiful. Energy pendant, okay? It has so many functions. Protects you from radiation, contains an eye protect that gives you a radius around which some microorganisms cannot penetrate into your space. Of course, we have the Natural Essentials toothpaste, which a child can use because it does not contain all of those things that make toothpaste dangerous, right? Now, we also have My Choco. This contains DHA. This is what is contained in breast milk that is amazing for the brain. This is C247, which supplements your everyday food. The Collidose, which helps with reduces blood pressure and is amazing for the eye because it contains fish oil. Now, these are some of the things that are going to be coming in your pack, which you do not have to sell. Now, we make money in 6 different ways, okay? Now, because of the time, I'm just going to talk about 2. Now, the first one is the connectors bonus. In the connected economy, you should get paid for connecting people. You shouldn't be connecting people to services and goods for nothing. Now, we say for each person you're able to connect, you'll get paid 4,500. Now, imagine you are able to connect 100 people, that is 450,000 naira. Now, how do you connect? Please don't go about trying to convince people. The reason is simple. Even if you are able to convince somebody, what is the assurance that that person can convince another person? We say, let our system talk for you. Now, what is the system? You save yourself stress, time, and energy. The first one is contact recommendation. You make a list of all the contacts on your phone and you copy and paste this text message and send to them. We are the ones that are going to call them and we are going to be the ones that are going to show them this opportunity. The second one is giving out of surveys, questionnaires. You can give this to people you know, you can give them to people you don't know. They get to connect and they come on board through these means. Now we have the online links. A lot of people sleep on social media. You can connect people there. Now we have the home launch, we have the office launch, we have the Zoom launch. So you gather people in your house or in your office or in your school or your church or wherever, even on Zoom, and then somebody from the organization will present the opportunity to them. Now you can also share this video. Isn't it amazing that you don't have to go about disturbing people and convincing them and selling things to them? Now the second way we make money is the matching bonus, which is exponential. Now let us imagine that you come on board with the 44,888. Remember that you are not dashing the company this money. Instead, you're receiving a pack of health amazing products worth more than this money. Okay, your coffee, your My Choco, your energy diffuser, etc. Now, a digital tracking center is going to be opened for you, and this is you. The system divides you into your left and your right. Now, let us imagine that out of the 50, 200, 100, 1,000 contacts that you have on your phone, only Zainab connected to your left and Tosin connected to your right. Of course, you can remember that the connectors bonus is 4,500, right? So you get paid 4,500 for connecting Zainab, 4,500 for connecting Tosin. Now, because there's an activity on your left and another one on your right, 1 plus 1 will match 7,000 naira. Now, Zainab has her own contacts, Tosin has his own contact. Let us imagine that they fail like you and they're only able to connect Uju, Paul, Eunice, and Zikora. Of course, they will get paid their 4, 5, and 7,000. But because there are more on your left and more on your right, you get paid 7,000 naira 2 times. That is amazing, but it does not stop there. Uju, Paul, Eunice, and Zikora do the same thing that you did. making sure that they meet with their mentor. Now, because of their failures, yes, because this is failures, you get paid 7,000 naira 4 times again. Of course, this system can only pay you 7,000 naira 24 times in a day, and that's how we arrived at 168,000 naira daily. Of course, this will not happen overnight, but it can happen over time. This is potential daily income. Okay, now 20% of that income will give you over 33,600 naira every single day. Now we're talking about over 1 million naira monthly. Now, what happens if you come on board with the entrepreneurs package, 134,664? You get your products worth more than that amount, but because you came on board with the 3 profit centers, you have an overnight income of 16,000. Yes, the 4,500 comes back to you, the 7,000 comes back to you. 168,000 naira in 3 different places has a potential of paying you 504,000 naira every single day. Now we are talking about 20%. At 20%, you have over 100,000 naira, over 3 million naira monthly. Now, we have the La Buena Vida packages, how you get to enjoy the vacations because you deserve a vacation. Now, we have La Buena Vida Mauritius, Dubai, Manila, Seychelles, etc. We are also partners with Innocent Motors, so you can buy a car from Innocent Motors and pay instrumentally. Isn't that amazing? Now, we are also partners with Ego Block, so they construct. Ego Block constructs your home for you, and you don't have to pay everything at once. You can pay in bits over the years. I think this is amazing, but it is open to those that come on board with the 7 or 15 profit centers. Now, wherever you start from, you can always upgrade. Now, if you come on board with the 7 accounts, you pay 340,216. You get your 7 packs of amazing health products. But because you came on board with 7 accounts, you have 62,000 naira instant income because the 4,500 will come back to you, the 7,000 naira will come back to you. Now, 168,000 naira across 7 places gives you a daily potential of over 1.1 million naira. 20% of that is over 200,000 naira every single day and over 7 million naira monthly. Now, what happens if you come on board with the investors portfolio? Okay, now 15 packs of amazing health products are going to be given to you, which are much more than this amount you see on the screen. Now, because you came on board with 15 centers, you're going to have an instant income of 182,000 naira sitting in your account. Now, 168,000 naira times 15 is over 2.5 million naira. Now, just 20% of that is over 504,000 naira every single day, over 15 million naira monthly. I'm going to be sharing stories of ordinary human beings who 4 years ago they were so broke and behind their bills. This is the story of Dr. Elijah Ba, who wrote JAM about 4 times, and that was because he wanted to be a medical doctor. Working in National Hospital Gariki, he was making, an amount of money that was not enough to take care of himself. Okay, he was behind his bills. Now he got other side hustles in hospitals, and because he was stressed going from night shift to morning shift to afternoon shift, he slept off while driving on the steering several times and almost lost his life. So he decided to calculate his income for the next 30 years, and he found out that what he would make in 30 years was not even enough to buy a piece of land in Abuja. He became desperate, and guess what? Somebody sent him a text message and he got connected to the mentorship of La Buena Vida. Guess what? That same month he made over 400,000 naira. Guess what? When he qualified for an all-expense paid vacation, he saw people that are making it in this business. He decided that 15 years from today, he does not want to be where he is currently. Okay, he decided that he was going to pay attention to this full time. Guess what? In less than 2 years, Dr. Ba was already top 500 in La Buena Vida and is currently one of our mentors, okay, one of our 8-figure mentors. Now, this was the car he was driving before, and this was the car that was his dream car. Of course, Dr. Ba doesn't drive that kind of car anymore. He has a Mercedes and a BMW to his name, and he's mentoring a lot of people. Now, this is one of his mentees who was a professional Ugu cutter before. Now, you can see that this lady, in a period of less than 3 years, is celebrating her ride. Now, she's using an L. She's using a Mercedes Benz to learn how to drive. Such audacity happens only in La Buena Vida. Of course, Wala, who saw this opportunity as a youth corps member, okay, who was being paid a suicide salary at her radio station. You can see the difference in the first and the second alert. This is when in less than 2 years she was already celebrated by our international partners. Of course, she fired her boss. This is when she bought her first car. This is her testimony to her mentor. She said, "This is my 4th healthy alert." Just imagine that the month has not ended and somebody is celebrating this kind of 4th healthy alert. This is Didi Mwala today, founder of 2 companies, her name, owner of a website. Of course, for our awkward party, she went with with her brand new Range Rover, a lady that is so young, you can see. Now, this is also a product of mentorship. This young lady who just graduated, okay, as an accountant, but while in school, she was driving a Benz to school. Why? Because of La Buena Vida mentorship. This is Barrister Emeka who got connected in 2018, a first-class lawyer from the Nigerian law school, who literally could not take care of herself because her salary could not take her home. But in less than 2 years, she qualified for an all-expense paid trip. She has opened offices in different parts of Nigeria, and she is a very young lady. Now you can see her being celebrated as a millionaire circle member. She's also a millionaire mentor, which means that she has mentored people who are making at least 7 figures every single month. She's a 2 Club Award member, which means that she makes nothing less than 7 figures every single month. Now, why do most people do this business? Daily pay, no target, multiple profit centers, free food products, free international trips. Selling is not a must. It is transferable to your children. Now, what is La Buena Vida offering you? Okay, what do we offer? First is products worth over 73,000 naira for just 44,888. A digital tracking center, a personalized website with free domain and hosting services worth over 300,000 naira. You track your business earnings from anywhere in the world. It is user-friendly and it is highly secure. Now, we also have the quick starter guide, the initial planning orientation, an exclusive mastermind mentorship training, which means that you fast track your business, you hit the ground running. Now, we also have the mastermind mentorship worth over 300,000. Of course, these are 8-figure earners, top income earners mentoring you. Okay, you can be sure that you accelerate and you will have speed in your business. Now, this mentorship alone is worth over 300,000. Now, you have access to La Buena Vida scheme through the Ego Block. This is amazing. A lot of people are going to be house owners. Now, you also have access to the La Buena Vida car program. Okay, you too can drive your own Benz. You too can drive your own Maserati. You can drive your own Ferrari. Okay, now, once again, these are the connectors portfolios, and I would advise you to start wisely. All right, now, if you are willing to start, okay, remember that if someone offers you an amazing opportunity and you are not sure you can do it, say yes today and then learn how to do it later. That was a quote by Richard Branson. Why did he say so? Because a year from now, you would wish you had started today. I congratulate you on seeing this video today. Now, if you're ready to get started, which you should definitely be, get back to the person who sent you this video. Congratulations to you. I hope to see you at the top.